waited 7 long months, but the NFL is back. We'll see the ageless Tom Brady leading the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers and the return of Dak Prescott with his Cowboys. Next on Thursday night.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The give is to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, you don't become a two-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles. And Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some
touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys open the lead up to 34-0. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Breaks through the contact. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll give to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the 1st down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. White 9. White 10. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, go 66.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
He wasn't ready.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 44 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Prescott from the gun. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
All right.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
How you like me now?
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. And that's a good catch there for a first down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be a favorite of Tom Brady, who recruited him originally to New England and most recently to Tampa.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
42's the mic. 42's the mic. 72.
Here's Brady. Pass incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything.
Gets through and now an opening. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And without as much fanfare as you might expect, Amari Cooper's gone over 1,000 yards in 5 of his 6 NFL seasons. And even without Dak Prescott for much of last year, he finished with a career.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They've pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. On second down, here's Fournette. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The pass by Brady there, caught by Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Mike 9. Mike hit. So we got man.
Play action, now it's Brady. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh.
And he loses the football the 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Brady now on 1st down. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. There's Evans again, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys 12-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. He's got it. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Give me the bell.
Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys add on. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Brady over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Again, they'll throw with Brady. 12 yards there as they keep this drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
By anyone's measure, C.D. Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
Flush to his right. This is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington football team as they'll square off against the LA Chargers. Good games in the late afternoon as well. We'll stay out east and highlight the matchup at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, a good one to start the season. Bears and Rams from SoFi Stadium. Matthew Stafford's debut as an LA Ram. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And you can see they started the season with a focus on the running game, and it served them well in the opener so far. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is Tony Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in.
It got his man complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And good field position coming up here The football at the 12-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And Scotty Miller, nicknamed the Scooter by Tom Brady. Small in stature, a late-round pick, but he has an excellent knack for getting open and a lot faster than what people know. He's hoping to become the next Julian Edelman for TB12.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a 1st down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Ryan Suckup for the Buccaneers field goal.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Tony Pollard. And he will score. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the 2nd half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the 24, Prescott. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. An injured player still down, and that's Chris Godwin. So the wide receiver slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing is Brady on third down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Let's get the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This will be caught by Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 197 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Evans has it left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Ronald Jones. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 59 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Brady going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. To throw is Brady. The left side completion to Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. A big-time return there, 40 yards.